Hey Fragrance family, I'm David.
I'm Jer.
And we're the
Fragrance Bros.
Coming at you again with another review, this time on Cédrat Enivrant by Atelier Cologne.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and get straight to it. Date introduced is 2013. It's classified as an aromatic citrus. Notes are citron, lime, bergamot, mint, basil, juniper berries, tonka bean, vetiver, and elemi. Now, what did you get out of longevity out of this?
You know, that's not why you wear this fragrance. You come to this for a certain reason. It's not the reason. It's average. I mean, I don't know. It's not terrible. It's probably on the high side of average. 6-7 hours, somewhere around in there.
Yeah, I would say about the same. I think I got close to 8.
Okay.
Which I don't care about that.
For a citrus fragrance.
Yeah, for citrus fragrance, that's fantastic.
It is. You're right. I take that back. It's good. All right.
So what about projection?
It's probably just average. You know, I don't feel like it really pushes away a whole lot. The ingredients aren't the strongest in the world, so but I don't care.
Yeah, I would say it was probably average on me. Maybe a little bit better, but I would say in the average range anyway.
Yep.
Season, I would say this is definitely summer and springtime and daytime. And purpose, I would say this is great for casual and work mostly. Mm-hmm. So what does this remind you of?
It reminds me a little bit of, I hate saying this phrase, but it reminds me a little bit of like a mojito.
Okay.
Everyone says that about Girl Ain't Home, and it's like, it's about that mojito vibe, you know. It sounds so douchey when you say it, but what it really reminds me of, and this won't have a lot of relevance to anyone else, is my family and I took a trip to Puerto Rico in April, and we had the most amazing last breakfast in Puerto Rico. It was at this place where you ate on the roof of this woman's home, and it was up on kind of a hill, and you could see the beach and the ocean and all the coral reefs. It was just the most amazing thing. But she had basil lemonade was something that she had there, which sounds like a weird juxtaposition, but it's amazing because it puts like this herbaceous twist on a fresh lemonade. And she grows the basil and the lemon in her garden, which you can see from where you're sitting. Wow. It's amazing. It was just like the best thing ever. And so this is similar in that it's like a little bit minty and a little bit herby and a little bit green and citrusy. It reminds me of that a whole lot. And so it reminds me then of kind of like island life, you know, it's sort of that carefree island time kind of feel. It's just like, whatever, man, you know, but not high, but you know, something like that. What about you?
I really like this fragrance. I know I've talked a lot about Atelier Cologne and their line and their point of view. I think it's a really cool company, what they're doing. They do twists on the cologne, the eau de cologne. Right. And the eau de cologne is a really tired genre. Yeah. They all smell pretty much the same. Right. I mean, it's just really just the run-of-the-mill things. The performance is crappy because it's not supposed to be. It's just supposed to be, you know, freshen up, smell good for like a fleeting second, you know, and then leave. So they make fragrances like that, but more modern. What it does smell like is lime and lemon and maybe a little bit of mint and a lot of musk as well. Yes. There's no musk listed in there, but there's clearly some white musk or something in there. Right. Really, that's what it smells like. So it smells really fresh, really vibrant. It does. Really energizing citrus. Probably one of the best that I've smelled in a long time. It's really good.
It's super good.
But it also shares a similarity to Orange Sanguine.
It does.
By Atelier Cologne. And Orange Sanguine is okay. It's not my favorite from them. I think this is better than that in a lot of different ways. But what they should have done is they should have just named this Lime Sanguine. Because you would have gotten the same idea of what it would smell like, because it shares a lot of the same type of vibe here. You would have immediately understood what the fragrance was. Yes, that is more indicative of what it smells like than the current name. I think to me, like and I get what you're saying, the Orange Sanguine, like I like that fragrance, but to me it smells a lot like just straight oranges. It smells a lot like kind of like OJ, you know what I mean? So there's not much, well, he doesn't agree, but I think I think it smells like there's not much added to the orange to me. It's just kind of like, here's an orange smell, you know what I mean? To me, with this one, they take, it's a lot of lime, but they add enough to it to make it more into a wearable cologne versus just, well, this is reminiscent of a fruit and here you go. This is like, you could wear this. It has more utility. It makes more sense, you know what I mean? That's to me the little difference where I think it takes that formula and makes it better, improves upon it, and for that I appreciate it. I think this is probably one of their best in the line, for Atelier's line. I think this is great for men and women. I think this is a truly gender neutral fragrance. I think men and women can both be happy in this. As with most citrus-based fragrances, they start off really bright if they're really good, and they kind of lose that luster towards a dry down. And this one does that. Yeah. But when it dries down, it kind of changes a little bit into like the muskiness, and it gets rounder and softer as it goes on. And it's still really nice.
It is nice.
Even though it doesn't have that really sharp citrus that is really good.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate it for that reason.
Yeah. Like you said, it changes, so you get like that nice, I want this punch of the citrus, and then you get like, okay, well this is still, it still makes sense later. It still feels good. Yeah. It still projects a little bit, you know what I mean? So you don't just lose it within like the first 2 hours. Didn't you not like this in the beginning? I feel like you had some negative things to say, and now it seems like you kind of like it. What changed your mind?
Yeah, well, at first I thought it smelled like orange sanguine.
Okay.
And I don't like orange sanguine. I think that's really boring. I don't think it smells like oranges that much. And this one I think is just better in a lot of ways. Like I think it is more citrusy, and then it just is like a better iteration of the idea of orange sanguine. And then, once I started wearing it a little bit more, I wore it like 1 or 2 more times after that. I was like, I actually kind of like this. I think it's a very pleasant fragrance. I like how soft and pleasant it is, as it dries. I think that was really nice.
Yeah.
Bang for buck, you can get a 200 ml of this for $180. I think that comes with a 30 ml bottle extra, right?
It does, and it'll have like a little leather pouch with your name engraved upon it. It's not that nice, but still, it's good to get 30 ml for free.
So 230 mils for $180. That's incredible.
Take my money!
Yeah, that's right. Shut up and take my money.
That's right, yeah.
Or you can get 100 ml for $110. It's still good, but you might as well just split the bottle with a friend or something and get the 180 one.
That's what I did. I bought a bottle and split it in thirds with 2 other guys and spent almost nothing.
Yeah. So I think that's a fantastic value for what you're getting. It lasts a reasonable amount of time. It smells fantastic. It does. And the price is outstanding per mil, I think.
Yeah, I love it.
Now what about compliments?
Not really. Not really. And I don't know if it's because of the way that I wear this. The way that I wear this a lot of times is out of the shower. Yeah. I got a shower, especially in the warmer weather, and I put this on because it sort of carries the clean, crisp feeling from the shower out into my day. I'm really just at home when I do that a lot of times. There's not really a lot of people I'm interacting with. Stephanie likes it, but I don't get a lot of notices per se. Yeah. But to me, it makes me feel clean and energized and, kind of ready to tackle the next task or the day or whatever. So it's really like a scent for me than it is for trying to make a statement to anyone else.
Yeah. My wife, it was funny, my wife has gone back and forth on whether she likes this or not. At first she thought it was really nice and it was clean, and then she hated it. Yeah. And then earlier today she thought she was coming around on it, and then tonight I had her smell it and she didn't like it. So I think she just doesn't know what to think of this fragrance. Yeah. I really like it, but I can see how this is not like an attention getter. No. This is a fragrance that's just going to smell clean, it's going to smell nice. And those usually don't get much attention because that's what you're supposed to smell like. You're supposed to smell clean. You're supposed to smell nice. Smelling clean is the expexpectation. So no one compliments you and say, "Oh, you smell normal." Yeah. You
don't smell like a pigsty. Good job. Yeah.
But it's one of those fragrances that it makes you feel good when you're wearing it. Yeah. So it is for yourself.
Yeah. I mean, for me alone, the price of being able to kind of put this thing on and feel ready to go, I'd pay more money for this than what it costs.
Yeah. Final rating, what do you give this?
I will say 4 out of 5. Okay. I'm leaning towards 5 out of 5.
Just do it.
I'm going to do it 5 out of 5. It's a 5 out of 5. Because it's very subjective, I get that, but all reviewing is. But, I really love it. It's got a lot of uses for me. You can't really go wrong with how many sprays you use. It's a great dumb reach.
This guy.
Dumb reach. You can use it whenever. You really can't go wrong. I wouldn't wear it with like a suit, but I mean, anytime in the hot weather, and if you live in a hot climate like we do, this is like a rock star. I mean, you can't go wrong using this. So I love to use it all different occasions. I can spray as much as I want. I feel clean. It's cheap.
Yeah.
Dude, what's not to like?
I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5. I thought about giving it a 5. I thought about it, but I'm not going to do it. Okay. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. I think this is a fantastic fragrance. As with most citrus-based fragrances, it's really hard to get something that is going to blow your socks off.
True.
So it's a 4 out of 5 to me, but I think it does come close to almost blowing my socks off.
Ooh, put a toe in the 5 territory.
That's right. That's right.
The big toe.
I think it's a great fragrance. It's a sweet and sour and musky lime smell. It's great.
It is good.
It's really, really good.
Yeah.
And like you said, fantastic value for what you're getting, and has a lot of utility.
It's in my wheelhouse.
Anyway, that's all we have. Let us know what you think of Cédrat Enivrant down in the comments down below. Do you like it, love it, hate it? Let us know. And of course, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe down below. We'd love you for it. We'll see you next week. We're the Fragrance Brothers. Bye.
Bye.
And it would, you know.
And they'd both be happy.
That's right.
It has... I'm going to quit saying this friggin' word utility.
You can do it.
No, I'm not going to do it. I refuse to do it. Look at my horse. Horse is amazing. Ooh, that's dirty. Dirty.
Okay, ready?
Yeah, I am.